Each step of the way, each step of the evolution, each step of the progression, the material shifting of realities, the increased everything. As increase increases over here, I always have to have a moment with myself, and I flash back to those days where I was literally in a blizzard doing push-ups in the fucking snow. And maybe the blizzard was one day, but there were days where it was snowing just because it was snowing. It had to be a blizzard. There were days where it was fucking raining and snowing. It was sleet, just straight muck. And I woke up every day and I got the fucking work done. So now when we say shit like, get it done or be a bum, it only makes sense because the only reason that everybody who isn't what they need to be, like, I mean, if you feel like you need to be a bum ass motherfucker, then that's what you are. You feel me? That there's no other way around it. Because when you need it, you'll seek it. Everything you ever felt like you needed, everything you ever felt like you needed, actually needed, felt like there was a benefit, perceived benefit or not, actual benefit, even though most shit be to your detriment. For example, the weed, the drinks, the smoke, the bullshit. We don't really gotta list it out like that. But when you felt like you needed any of the bullshit, the people, you felt like you needed any of the bullshit, you went and sought that shit out. You seeked it. So whenever you need it, you seek it. And yeah, so I look at my life a lot. I'm like, you know, a lot of people want to talk more. And whenever an individual starts to talk more about what needs to be done or why it's not being done, instead of saying, hey, you know what the fuck, let's get it done, I already know they're not one of the ones, you feel me? So whatever you want, your world is yours. As I sit inside of this condo in Miami, you know, and the funny thing is when I was in Alexandria, I had the same epiphany. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You know, I'm in the mountains in Egypt. What the fuck, bro? You know, and everybody wants to assume it's about the things that are accumulating or the stuff around you, but it's like, it's really the capacity to do this shit. You know, it's the capacity and the power to have new things and the increase, the power of increase, the capacity for increase and what that brings you. You know, so once you live your life based along the lines of, is it increasing? Is my life increasing or is my life decreasing? See, I'm having this epiphany as we speak. Is my life increasing or is my life decreasing? Are my capacities increasing or are my capacities decreasing? Are my capabilities increasing or are my capabilities decreasing? Then you look at the fundamental contributor to this growth or decay, which are an individual's behavior patterns, an individual's habit set. You know, I've been saying for a while now, your habit creates your habitat. So habit creates the habitat. So once you recognize what you exist in, your existential situation and circumstance, is a creation of your habit patterns, then you recognize a motherfucker who gets it done is a motherfucker who gets it done. A motherfucker who doesn't get shit done is a motherfucker who doesn't get shit done. I look back on a lot of things too, because a lot of people don't really look at life at a deepest angle like I do. They don't really approach life as deeply as I do. It's a fucking fact, everybody knows it. That's not the point. The point is, it's a matter of personal security. It's a matter of social security. It's a matter of national security. To have so many low-level people, earth security, universal security, but anyway, the universe is gonna weed out the weak and the stupid anyway. But I look at this shit as a matter of national security, wherein all of these liabilities, all of these detriments, all of these non-assets, these non-resources for themselves and the people are an actual issue. And once you start to look at you being physically out of shape, this is getting redundant for me. I'm really bored at this point. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, I'm really, really bored with the redundancy of the simplicity of things, and motherfuckers not getting it. But once you recognize people not being in shape, physically incapable, physically just fucked, people not being sober, mentally and emotionally out of shape, fucked, simultaneously unsober and unfit, super fucked, then ignorant and delusional, triple fucked, and then broke, quadruple fucked. You're like, we have a security issue. We have all of these people around us who are so low level that when needed, when the time of necessity arises, failure is inevitable. YWI, your world is yours. As I sit inside of this condo, as I sit anywhere that I will end up in this world, in this universe, I must always draw attention to the fact that I've trained my mind to get shit done. No matter what. The 444 videos, get it done. The workouts, never miss one, get it done. I don't know what the fuck anybody else wants to talk about. You know, when you need it, you will seek it. And that's the thing. I need to achieve. I need to succeed. And I need to never speak out of my mouth any confession of inferiority, aka an excuse. I need to achieve and I need to succeed. Anybody talking about why they're not getting what's getting done by everybody else done is just making themselves look like a mentally inferior pussy. I can't go like that. I couldn't go like that just laying down in my own bed knowing that I had all of this life, love, and wisdom to give to the world. And trust me, this shit is far from done. I couldn't go being a hypocrite. I couldn't go being quote unquote one of the wokest people in the world, but the biggest hypocrite in the world. You know, 𝙬𝙬𝙊𝙆𝙆, I say this all the time. Look up the chapter in the Quran, 𝙬𝙬𝙆𝙆, the hypocrites. So, you know, all in all, you have to get to a point with yourself where you just shut the fuck up and learn to get the work done. It's either you need to increase yourself or you need to decrease yourself. I don't know, you know? Motherfuckers want motivational content and shit like that. And I could hit people with like deep philosophical content and shit like that. But that's only gonna increase the incumbents upon you to actually act on it. So for everybody who's out there who continuously accumulates knowledge and claims that they're woke and gets more intellectual information, the more you get that shit, the more you look stupid for not being shit. You know, the more you get wisdom or knowledge, or the more books you read, the more stupid you look for not being some shit. So the more you learn that you don't apply, the higher you rise in being on the stupid scale. So you were level 1 stupid when you didn't really know shit. But the more you decided to know some shit, so now when you like level 50 know some shit, possess some knowledge, acquired some knowledge, and you still ain't shit, then you're level 1000 stupid. Why your world is yours, sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. It's a very simple existence. Not here to complicate shit. The love has to be real. And when the love is real, the self-love is real, the evolution is effortless. You know, God compels no man to do no thing that they want not to do. You know, I'll say that again. What the fuck did I just say? God compels no man to do no thing that they want not to do. So recognize that it's in your best interest to align with the universe and the principles. The universe and the principles could give a fuck about you. God really doesn't give a fuck if you step up or not. You had the opportunity. You have the opportunity. But in the event you decide to deny the opportunity and blah, 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 you had the opportunity, but you chose the lesser path. Now sit with yourself in your own making and never blame anyone else besides your own stupidity. Whatever your world is yours. Take the better route. Consider the vibrations raised. Evolution is the only solution. And as I sit in this motherfucking condo, and I flash back to the days I was sitting in a motherfucking park, in the cold, in the brick, no real money in my pocket, no money really like that at all, like fucking nothing. All I had was the desire to become the best version of myself. That sounds cliche. All I had was a desire to increase my capacities, increase my capabilities, increase me. And I definitely had no longer any desire to decrease myself. And that's the biggest part. How did I stop doing drugs? I was tired of decreasing myself. How did I start waking up every day and working out and increasing myself? I was tired of allowing myself to decrease. How did I decide to go apply to not decrease? I hate decrease. And a lot of y'all are on the decreasing path. So if anything is taken from this video, let it be that life is about either increasing or decreasing. A lot of people think that they're increasing themselves when they're really decreasing themselves. That's when you're really mind fucked. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich, the path of prosperity, which is simultaneously and synonymously the path of increase. Addicted, broke, out of shape, ignorant, the path of decrease, the path towards poverty. Why your world is yours, the path towards limit is the bullshit. The path towards unlimited is sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. Consider the vibrations, right?